Are you wasting your time on things that don't matter? Do you feel stressed, anxious, or unhappy because of your choices? If you answered yes, then you might want to listen to what Zen wisdom has to say about how to live a more meaningful and joyful life. Zen is a form of Buddhism that emphasizes the practice of meditation and mindfulness. Zen teaches us to be aware of the present moment and to let go of our attachments, judgments, and expectations. Zen also helps us to cultivate compassion, wisdom, and inner peace. So, in this video, I want to share with you 5 things that you should stop wasting your time on and how Zen wisdom can help you overcome them. These are 1. Comparing yourself to others. 2. Complaining about everything. 3. Chasing after material possessions. 4. Spending too much time on social media. 5. Worrying about the future. Let's dive into each one of them and see how Zen can help us transform our mindset and behavior. Section 1. Comparing yourself to others. One of the most common ways that we waste our time is by comparing ourselves to others. We look at their achievements, their appearance, their popularity, their wealth, and we feel inferior or superior to them. We think that they have something that we don't, or that we have something that they don't. We judge ourselves and others based on external criteria, and we lose sight of our own value and uniqueness. Zen teaches us that comparing ourselves to others is a form of delusion. We are not seeing reality as it is, but as we think it should be. We are creating a false sense of self and others based on our ego and our desires. We are ignoring the fact that everyone is different and that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, their own joys and sorrows, their own path and purpose. Zen also teaches us that comparing ourselves to others is a form of suffering. We are creating unnecessary conflict and dissatisfaction in our minds, and we are missing out on the beauty and richness of life. We are not appreciating what we have, and we are not grateful for what we are. We are not happy with ourselves, and we are not happy with others. Zen advises us to stop comparing ourselves to others, and to start accepting ourselves and others as they are. We should practice self-compassion and self-love, and recognize our inherent worth and potential. We should also practice empathy and kindness, and appreciate the diversity and complexity of life. We should focus on our own growth and happiness, and support others in their growth and happiness. Section 2. Complaining about everything. Another way that we waste our time is by complaining about everything. We complain about the weather, the traffic, the politics, the economy, the people, the situations, and so on. We find fault with everything, and we blame others or ourselves for our problems. We think that life is unfair and that we deserve better. We express our dissatisfaction and frustration, and we spread negativity and unhappiness. Zen teaches us that complaining about everything is a form of ignorance. We are not seeing reality as it is, but as we want it to be. Zen also teaches us that complaining about everything is a form of suffering. We are creating unnecessary stress and anxiety in our minds, and we are affecting our health and well-being. We are not enjoying the present moment, and we are not learning from our experiences. We are not solving our problems, and we are not improving our situations. We are not happy with ourselves, and we are not happy with life. Zen advises us to stop complaining about everything and to start appreciating everything. We should practice mindfulness and awareness and see reality as it is. We should also practice gratitude and contentment and embrace what is. We should accept the challenges and opportunities of life and use them as catalysts for our growth and transformation. We should focus on the positive and the possible and create our own happiness and fulfillment. 3. Chasing after material possessions. A third way that we waste our time is by chasing after material possessions. We think that having more money, more things, more status, more power, more fame, and more pleasure will make us happy and successful. We work hard, we spend hard, we consume hard, and we compete hard. We accumulate and hoard, and we never have enough. We attach our identity and worth to our possessions, and we fear losing them. Zen teaches us that chasing after material possessions is a form of greed. We are not seeing reality as it is, but as we think it will be. We are projecting our happiness and satisfaction on external objects, and we are ignoring our inner needs and values. We are not aware of the impermanence and emptiness of all phenomena, and we are not realizing the true nature of ourselves and reality. We are confusing means and ends, and we are missing the point of life. Zen also teaches us that chasing after material possessions is a form of suffering. We are creating unnecessary craving and attachment in our minds, and we are affecting our peace and harmony. We are not living in the present moment, and we are not enjoying the simple and essential things of life. Zen advises us to stop chasing after material possessions and to start living with simplicity and generosity. We should practice detachment and renunciation and see reality as it is. We should also practice moderation and balance and embrace what is enough. We should use our possessions wisely and ethically and share them freely and joyfully. We should focus on our inner wealth and happiness and create our own meaning and purpose. Section 4. Spending too much time on social media. A fourth way that we waste our time is by spending too much time on social media. We think that social media will help us to connect with others, stay informed, express ourselves, and have fun. We check our feeds, post our updates, like and comment on others' posts, follow and unfollow, and scroll and swipe. We spend hours and hours on our phones, tablets, and computers, and we neglect our real life. Zen teaches us that spending too much time on social media is a form of distraction. We are not seeing reality as it is, but as we see it on our screens. We are losing touch with ourselves, our surroundings, and our relationships. We are not aware of the impermanence and interdependence of all phenomena, and we are not experiencing the richness and diversity of life. We are escaping from our problems, and we are avoiding our responsibilities. Zen also teaches us that spending too much time on social media is a form of suffering. We are creating unnecessary craving and aversion in our minds, and we are affecting our mood and self-esteem. We are not living in the present moment, and we are not enjoying the real and authentic things of life. Zen advises us to stop spending too much time on social media and to start living with mindfulness and presence. We should practice restraint and discipline and see reality as it is. If you recognize any of these signs in yourself, then you might be trapped in pleasing everyone, and you need to break free from it. In the next section, I will share with you the first step to stop pleasing everyone, which is to embrace boundaries and self-care. Section 4. Embracing boundaries and self-care. One of the most important steps to stop pleasing everyone is to embrace boundaries and self-care. Boundaries are the limits that you set for yourself and others to protect your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Self-care is the practice of taking care of your own needs, such as rest, relaxation, hobbies, and health. By setting boundaries and practicing self-care, you are telling yourself and others that you value yourself and your happiness. You are also preventing yourself from being overwhelmed, exhausted, and resentful. Zen philosophy teaches us that we should respect ourselves and our own nature and not let others dictate our actions or emotions. By embracing boundaries and self-care, you are following the Zen way of living authentically and harmoniously. Section 5. Letting go of external validation. Another key step to stop pleasing everyone is to let go of external validation. External validation is the approval, praise, or recognition that you seek from others to feel good about yourself. While it is natural to want some form of validation, relying too much on it can make you dependent on others' opinions and lose sight of your own worth and identity. Zen philosophy teaches us that we should not attach ourselves to anything that is impermanent, such as fame, fortune, or popularity. Instead, we should seek internal validation, which is the satisfaction, confidence, and peace that come from within. By letting go of external validation, you are following the Zen way of finding your true self and happiness. Section 6. Embracing imperfections and finding inner peace. The final step to stop pleasing everyone is to embrace your imperfections and find your inner peace. Imperfections are the flaws, mistakes, or weaknesses that you have that make you human. Instead of hiding or denying your imperfections, you should accept and love them, as they are part of who you are. Zen philosophy teaches us that we should not judge ourselves or others, but rather observe and appreciate everything as it is. By embracing your imperfections, you are following the Zen way of being compassionate and humble.